You know how it is. We all set these huge, exciting goals, only to watch them completely fizzle out by, what, February? It is so frustrating. But what if the problem isn't you? What if it's not about willpower at all, but about where you're starting from? Today, we're going to dig into a really powerful system that completely flips the script on how we can actually hit our goals. So, yeah, why does this keep happening? Why do our best intentions, to get that new job, get fit, save some real money, why do they so often just fall apart? It's this vicious cycle that can make you feel like you're just not cut out for success. But the system we're looking at today says the reason for failure is surprisingly simple. And trust me, it has nothing to do with how motivated you are. Okay, but before we dive into the strategy, let's just get one thing straight. The goal here is not perfection. It's not 100%. Life happens, right? Things get in the way. This whole system is built on the idea of aiming for, say, 85% success. That little buffer, that's for life. It makes your goals way more resilient and, honestly, sustainable. So with that in mind, let's look at the real villain behind why most goals fail. And here it is. This is the absolute heart of the problem. The biggest enemy of your success isn't a lack of effort, it's a lack of clarity. We start out with these ambitions that are so fuzzy, so undefined, that there's no way to actually act on them. They aren't plans, they're basically just wishes. I mean, take this classic, I want a new job. What does that even mean? What's the salary? What industry? What kind of commute are you looking for? Without getting specific, you can't build a strategy. You're just floating, hoping you kind of drift into a better career someday. And it's the exact same thing with getting in shape. What does that look like? I mean, for you specifically, is it running a 5K without stopping? Is it losing 10 pounds? Hitting a new personal record at the gym? If you don't define the destination in real, measurable terms, how on earth will you know when you've gotten there? And of course, the big one, saving money. Okay, how much? By when? And what for? If you don't have a specific target and a timeline, it's like telling a taxi driver you just want to go somewhere. You're going to spend a whole lot of energy, for sure, but you're probably not going to end up where you actually want to be. So the first huge shift in thinking is this. You have to transform that vague wish into a crystal clear target. Instead of, I want to get in shape, the goal becomes, I will reduce my body fat from 33% to 20%. See the difference? One is a fuzzy dream you can't grab onto. The other, that's a destination on a map. You can actually build a real plan around that. But this brings us to the core of the whole system. To get that kind of clarity, you have to do something that, let's be honest, most of us actively avoid. It's uncomfortable, it can be a real hit to the ego, but it is, without a doubt, the single most important thing you can do to guarantee your progress. That's right. Before you can define your success, you have to first define your starting point. You have to get brutally, uncomfortably honest about where you are right now. And that means you have to quantify your reality, no matter how much you might not like the numbers. Let's make this super concrete with that fitness example. You don't just start working out. No. First, you get a real measurement. Step 1, get a scale that measures body composition. Step 2, find your actual body fat percentage. And step 3, you look at that number, let's say it's 33%, and you just accept it. This is your starting line. It's not a moral judgment, it's just data. It's your you are here. And listen, we have to be real. This moment can sting. Seeing that you're maybe farther from your goal than you thought, yeah, it's a blow to your self-esteem. But the core argument here, the whole point is that you have to go through this moment of discomfort. It's the price of admission for making real, lasting change. So why do we fight this so hard? Well, it's pretty simple, really. Confronting the raw numbers can hurt our ego. It shows us exactly how far we have to go, and that can feel super daunting. For a lot of us, staying in that comfortable, fuzzy state of, I'll start soon, just feels safer than knowing for sure if we're actually making progress or not. But here's the payoff. This is where it all becomes worth it. Once you push through that discomfort and you get totally, completely clear on your starting point, everything changes. You unlock the ability to create a real, actionable plan. Let's see how that clarity actually turns into action. I mean, this slide says it all, right? Think of it like a GPS. You can type in any destination you want. Paris, Tokyo, you name it. But if the GPS has no idea where you are right now, it's useless. It can't give you directions. It can't give you the first step. Defining your starting point, your current reality, is just letting the GPS find your you are here signal. And this is where it all clicks into place. I want a new job becomes, my starting point is an unfulfilling role earning X. My goal is a role in Y field earning Z. I want to get in shape becomes, my starting point is 33% body fat. My goal is 20%. And I want to save money becomes, my starting point is untracked spending. My goal is a $100,000 fund. You see it, right? Once you have a clear start and a clear finish, the path between them finally becomes visible. And that's the ultimate takeaway here. Once you know for a fact that you need to get from 33% body fat to 20%, you can actually go research the right diet and exercise plan for that goal. Once you know you need to save a specific amount, you can work backwards and figure out your monthly target. Clarity doesn't just motivate you, it literally tells you what to do next. So we'll leave you with this to chew on. Whether it's finally opening up that bank statement, stepping on that scale for real, or just being brutally honest about your job satisfaction, what is the one uncomfortable truth you've been avoiding? Because confronting that number, that reality, might just be the first real step toward achieving everything you want.